Hi, I'm Alex and welcome to Just a Tip. We're going to talk today about racing at Caulfield on the 17th September 2016 and also how to pick a winner. First, how to pick a winner. When a horse comes in the mounting yard, that's the first time you're going to have a really good look at the horse for the day and you can tell straight away if it's on. If it's on, its ears are pricked. They're going to be pricked up, pointing to the sky, looking around, hearing everything, but the horse is keen to race. It's on. The second thing you're going to look at is its coat. Now, if the coat is shining, that's good. But what you're also looking for is if it's sweating. Now, when it's sweating, it looks like the horse is a little bit wet, especially around the neck, the hind, and that's when you know that the horse is off. The horse is sweating, it's uncomfortable, it doesn't like the mounting yard, it's too much. The occasion's everything, and it's going to run out of gas before it even gets to the gates. The other way to find a winner is looking at race replays. Now, there's many good sites to look at for race replays. We'll put a list up for you now. And these are the sites that I use definitely to watch replays, watch the same race over and over again, to look for those runners that people have missed, look for those unbackable horses, or look for those morals that should have been winning last start and then will win for you today or tomorrow, whenever you're betting. So we'll start off at Caulfield, race 1. Now, the benchmark 78s are notoriously hard, especially at this time of year coming into spring. They're rated way higher than you really think, and what you're looking for is a progressive 3-4-year-old, someone with a lot of potential going somewhere that you can hit now when they're, nice and juicy odds. I've ended up landing on St. Valerium. Now, its last few starts have been very impressive. It beat the odds-on favourite for this race before it got scratched yesterday, and then it handles soft. Now, it's going to be a soft 6 or soft 7 at Caulfield tomorrow, and I really think that that's going to bring the horse on. 2 starts ago, it missed the start and boxed on well, but I reckon this time around it's going to come up and get up with a nice little winner for us in the first race. Race number 2, the 1100 metre. I think there's about 3 chances here. 1, Dalradian, 7, Barcelona, and number 16, De Coco. Now, all were very impressive their last starts, and I think that any 3 of them will be a good bet. Now, De Coco was very impressive, and it came out, it won soft. Where was the potential of the horse? I don't know, but definitely at the $11 mark, probably something to have a look at. Bartholomew did it absolutely cruising easy by a few lengths at its last start at Sandown, and I think if it goes on and does it again, probably the one to beat, but it is the favourite in the market. And I've ended up personally on Dalradian. Now, Dalradian, you're getting 16 to 1 and 460 the place, which is absolute overs and a half in my eyes. I've been following this horse since the Cox Plate day last year, where it won its first start, and I think it jumped really well in its last start. It got shuffled all the way to the back, then it came out, and it's still trying to get out, to be completely fair, and how it's at $16, I don't know. It drops a kilo from its last start, where it only finished a couple of lengths off the current favourite, and I really think that with like this in mind, that it will come out this week and it will win. I definitely think that 1 is the bet, with 7 as your saver. Now, looking at race 3, it's impossible to pick a winner, I think. I think you can have a shot in the dark and you probably hit, because it is impossible to pick a winner. So I'm going to talk about race 4. Race 4, the obvious pick here is Miss Gunpowder, but her last start in Adelaide was very, very plain in my opinion. She flopped out of the gates, she ended up 3 wide, and she didn't even hit the line very strong. She got past in the straight. Was it just fitness? I don't know. It looked really crap to me, and I don't think I'll be backing it at 550 this week. Number 9, Alaskan Rose, and number 11, Majestic Lass. Now, Majestic Lass last time out looked the winner with 400 to go. Like, cruised up, 3 wide on the turn, was there. At $4.40, you were thinking your money was home already, looking to cash in your ticket. And unfortunately, it just flopped. It went soft, it just cruised to the line, finished 4th, had nothing. So if you give a forgive run for that, then definitely she's the winner. And something at massive odds is Nimini Pimini, number 10. And I think that if you can find a little bit of, play with your trifecta or something like that, Nimini Pimini is definitely a horse that you should add. Race number 5 at Caulfield, another hard one, but I've ended up with Junior Burger. Now you're thinking, how the heck did you end up on a 31 to 1 shot? Well, this is how. Now this morning, Darren Weir was on radio talking about his horses and his chances, and he was saying that both the 2 horses in the race were working very similar. Now, Benny Goes Berserk finished 4th in his last start, where Junior Burger was stuck on the rails at Moonee Valley, had absolutely no chance, and is still trying to get out now. I think that if you look at his last 2 runs by looking at the replay, you can see that Junior Burger has a lot of upside. His sectionals are amazing, it looks good in the yard, and I think coming up to 1600 metres, it's definitely a positive as well. And when you're getting 31 to 1, why would you not have a little bit each way? Its last 2 starts were impressive, and I think that it's going to be very close if it gets out and wide from the gate. Next, we're going to talk about race 6. Now, I really like number 2, Miss Promiscuity. First up was pretty good, ran 5th, but looked fantastic. And the form from that has definitely been franked. Under the Louvre, doesn't really like the straight, of course, but ran quite well. And then We Got This ran 3rd to Fartnar down the straight as well. So definitely a lot of form coming out of that race. So that 5th really does look good. And at 420, I think that's quite backable. The other one I really like is number 3, Vibrant Rouge. Now, this horse has been crying out for 1400 for the last month, and it finally got there last start, and that's why it won at 11 to 1. Now, it's come in today, and it's about 16, 17, but it's on the drift. Back to 1200. If it gets out to $20, I'm definitely going to have a little bit of each way on it, just in case. You never know, could run a place. Race number 7, Keen Ray. Definitely the horse to be on in this race. Now, it had a great return and looked the winner with 200 to go, but Voodoo Lad running the best section of the day by far, I reckon. Definitely got there with only, a few strides to go, and Keen Ray got robbed there. Coming up second up, definitely in the mix. The other ones I do respect though, number 1, Hucklebuck. Every time Philip Stokes sends a horse over from Adelaide, you have to respect. Number 6, Santa Ana Lane. Forget she went up the straight. Horrible, stuck in the middle, had no one to follow into the race. Yuck. Back her if you think that at 3rd 2 weeks ago was definitely the one to follow. Now, number 8, Tadai Tondo. Its last start, it got stuck behind everything and it just looked disgusting. And if I was on it, I'd be crying to get my money back, and I'd be back on it again this time. And then you're looking at $25, $30, it's definitely worth. And number 9, the Virginia. Now, everyone said, oh my god, how does this 50 to 1 pop come 3rd in a Stradbroke? Well, if you look at her form, she's actually not that bad. And if she franks it, and that's good enough to beat anyone in this field. So the Virginia, at $5 might be something else to look at. Now, race 8 is the Naturalism. That's the Group 1 of the day, and if you win it, you're in it. You're in the Caulfield Cup. Now, I like quite a few horses in here. A lot of them have a lot of potential, but I really think Real Love is your money maker in this one. You're getting $9, $10 at the moment, $3 the place. At 2,000 metres, it's had 3 starts for placing in all 3. It's had 3 starts on soft for placing it all 3 as well. And I really think that Darren Weir has Real Love screwed down, ready to go. Your other chances like Jamaica, Set Square, Kiramar runners, you're getting $11 for Set Square. Might be something to look at as well, but they're both on the fringe of making it already anyway, so I doubt they'll be screwed down anywhere near as hard as Real Love will be. And her second in the Danto 10 Chin Nam a fortnight ago was one of the best runs of the race up on the inside. And number 15 is definitely something to look at as well. Gabella, she's drawn really wide, so I've gone off for a little bit. The money's coming for her though. She's coming from 15s to 11 since Wednesday, and I think if that keeps going, that she's definitely something to have a look at. I've got her running a place here behind the others, but if she gets some luck from that wide gate, she's definitely something to follow. And Tom Melbourne, the stable has been bullish about Tom Melbourne's chances. And I doubt he's going to get a run in the Caulfield Cup unless he wins a race like this. So you never know. If he gets a good run, sits, sprints, you never know. Might have a chance with Tom Melbourne. Race 9 is definitely He's Our Rocky. Don't worry about any of the other horses. You could back anything if you like. But definitely He's Our Rocky is the one. I think that I'm probably going to load up heavy on this one. Definitely the horse to back in. Race 10, I like number 1, Foundry. Now, its last start wasn't that impressive, but came home with a wet sail. It charged down the outside and looked very good. Now, I think if you're looking at other than that, Wheat Sheet Flyer is an emergency at the moment, and if it gains a start, definitely at that each way price is worth it, because you never know, it might just bob up and win for you at $11. Beautiful, and that's it for racing at Caulfield on the 17th September 2016.